Hi, welcome back to my channel, you guys. I'm super excited about this week's Catch Up With Me video, as I always am, even though I don't have a lot to share with you, so let's jump right on in. So here is my mini planner layout, cute and to the point. Love this, the stickers from this. I have to remember this, the name of the sticker book that these came out of, but I'm loving those. And then here is my classic planner layout, you guys. So that's that. Again, simple and to the point. Next on my list, I wanted to share some takeaways from the Circle of Champions event that was held on last Saturday, which was the Millionaire Speaker Secrets Revealed, where we had our very own Bob Yates, Miss Annetta Wilson, and Mr. James Malinchak from the TV show Secret Millionaire came and spoke. And so I just wanted to share a few things that we talked about. So Annetta talked about we talked about what networking isn't. And so she said networking is not the time to sell anything. And I think sometimes we forget that, or we think that that's the time to sell people on stuff, but it's not. That's the time that you want to take to get to know people. You know, when you meet them, you need to get to know them and find out something about them. You know, let them get to know who you are. So we need to be mindful of going to networking events, trying to sell people something. Oh gosh, excuse me. Excuse me, guys, I don't know where that came from. But we need to be mindful of not trying to sell people stuff, not trying to get them to buy into our business. We just want to just get to know people. Put it out there to make them want to know more about you. You know what I'm saying? And so we talked about that. And then we talked about, trying to think what else here. And then Bob was talking about, he says, oh, he gave us a quote that I really like, and it's from the Rocky movie. I want to say it's Apollo said this from Rocky 3, and he says, "You fight great, but I fight greater." You need to have that mindset when you're in business. Can I just say that out loud? You need to have that mindset when you're in business that somebody else does business great, but you do it greater, and that'll take you far. And he said, always engage the audience with questions that they have to say yes to. So in other words, you ask the question. So because what happens is, he talked about how when you ask specific questions, sometimes people are going to be left out, right? So if you say, how many of you in the room have kids? And we learned also that from James Malinchak, we learned that your hand should go up before anybody else's whenever you're asking questions. So if I were to say, I'm talking to my audience, and I say, how many of you have kids? You see how my hand just went up? You see what I'm saying? So your hand should be, everybody in the room is going up. Now, I'm going to have a few people that are going to raise their hands. But what about those people that don't have kids? Now they're kind of feeling left out. So this is how you would overcome that. You would say, how many people in the room have kids? How many people in the room have ever been children? So you see, that's a question that everybody in the room can say yes to, because you want to be careful about singling people out and making them feel like they are not included. And then we talked about, y'all can't read my own handwriting sometimes. Oh, we talked about when you create your packages, you want to think about, you have to think about okay, so when you're creating packages, you want to get people into your business, yes? So you want to think about things like offering phone coaching calls, because a lot of people do. You want to think about one-on-one sessions, group mastermind sessions, and unlimited email access. So you want to include all of those in your packages when you're creating packages. Now, I love the group mastermind, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I get to talk to a lot of people at one time. So, and not only that, guess what? You can take that cost. You can ask for a big a big sum of money for that mastermind session, and if you get enough people, excuse me. Oh, I'm not sure why I'm yawning. Good grief. You get enough people, you can split the cost up, okay? Now, technically, I would start this video all over again, but y'all, this is like my 4th time starting this video, so we're going to just keep it moving. Y'all, please excuse me, okay? And so, yes, we talked about those things. And Oh, then we talked about, because one of the things that a lot of people in the room had issues with or concerns with is coming up with, what do I charge people? And so we talked about, you come up with the price. Think about the different levels. Are there going to be tiers to what you're offering? So if you're having a basic level, let's say the basic level is $199 and you get XYZ. And then you step up, the next level is $500, where you get XYZ plus all of the basic. And then you have a top tier, let's say $1,200. And with the top tier, you're going to get everything in that $1,200 level, plus you're going to get all of the $500, plus you're going to get all of the bottom level, which, what did I say, was $197, $199 or something like that. So you need to think about that. Me personally, I'm not quite sure if levels would work for me, because what I want is for everybody to be playing on the same playing field. Not only that, that's going to require a little bit more of my time, and because I have a full-time job, that's just not going to work for you, sister girls. So I think I want to just keep it at one level, have everybody at one level, and then as I go on, maybe breaking it out into 2 or 3, because I do like what I heard about creating your levels, but I have to think about how that's going to work for me. And let's see, then we talked about, oh, and then we talked about engaging questions. So this is a little different than when I said always ask a question that everybody can say yes to. So your engaging questions, we talked about ask a question and then ask a follow-up question. So the question could be, how many of you in the room, okay, no. Oh, so how many of you are from, and you fill in the blank. It can be Maryland, D.C., Virginia, Arkansas, Washington State, Hawaii, wherever. So if you're doing your talk, you would ask the question, how many of you are from, and then put in a state. And then you ask a follow-up question, how many of you have ever heard of, and whatever you fill the blank in, you ask that question, because again, we want to make sure everybody in the room feels included, okay? And then we talked about, oh, mistakes that we make. So here's some mistakes that we talked about. So we talked about not investing in the right mentor or training. We talked about yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't read all my writing, but that was a good takeaway right there. So let me move on. So so James Malinchak talked about some myths that you've been led to believe about speaking. Number 1, he said you have to be famous in order to get paid to speak. Not true. You do not have to be famous in order to get paid to speak. You just have to have a good message. You just have to be able to captivate your audience. Number 2, he said you need credentials in order to get paid to speak. Not true. You don't need to even have a certification. Now, I have a life coaching certification, but if you don't have one, that's okay, because it's not a regulated field where you have to have a certification of any kind. Many people are out here. Look at Les Brown. He's a motivator. He doesn't have, as far as I know, any credentials, so you don't have to have a, oh my God, excuse me, y'all. I'm not sure why I'm yawning so bad. Number 3, you have to be a great presenter when you connect your, you have to be a great presenter. And James Malinchak said, when you connect, you collect. Did y'all hear what I said? When you connect, you collect. See, if I'm getting up in front of a room full of people and I'm talking and I'm connecting with folks in that room, or if I just connect with just a few of people in that room, bam, I'm in. I'm going to collect on my cash, because those people that I've connected with, they're going to say, hey, I need more of Michelle. I need to figure out how I can get more of her time, or, become part of her mastermind, or whatever it is that I'm offering. So number 4, he said it's scary to speak. And to be honest with you, it can be in the beginning. I was thinking, all right, now on that one, it is a little scary when you have to get up and speak in front of a group of people that you don't know, because a lot of things are going through your mind. You're thinking, am I making any sense? Are these people connecting with me? Did they like the content that I'm giving them? Am I speaking too fast? Am I making sense? So it can be a little scary when you get up there and speak in front of people. And so he said, oh, he said to talk, think of a story in your head that's going to calm you down. So whatever that thing is that always calms your nerves when you have to speak in front of a group, that's the thing that you want to focus on. Number 5, it takes hard work to speak, and it doesn't. He says always invest your way into unknown people. So you're always in investing. So in other words, when I'm doing my videos, I am giving a lot of myself to you all. And I don't think you all really know that all the time, but I'm giving a lot of myself to you all. Number 6, selling is bad. Some people think it is, but he says our goals are to change lives. So sometimes you have to add value to people through your products. So stop being afraid to sell. If you have products that you know your audience can benefit from, put that stuff out there and sell it. Stop feeling bad about taking people's money, because guess what? At the end of the day, they're not going to buy your product if they don't feel like they need it or they can't afford it. So that's not for you to concern yourself with, okay? And let me see what else. Number 7, he said some people think that money is bad, and you know, because the Bible does say money is the root of all evil. And he said you should be doing it for free because you are all about making a difference. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. So number 7 was making money is bad. People believe that you should be doing it for free because you're all about making a difference. And I agree. No, I don't agree with that. Let me say what I agree to. I agree that you are out here making a difference, but I do believe that you should get paid for your knowledge, you guys. You should not be out here just giving away for free unless you just want to. But I think when you have detailed stuff that you want to give your audience, you need to charge for it. Yes, you've been called and set aside to change lives, but why shouldn't you get paid for doing what you love doing? Okay, and you're helping people. And let me see, what else can I share with you guys? Let's see. Oh, we talked about why speaking is the most profitable and lucrative skill in the business. And number 1, we said groups pay you for the same information that you're already talking about. Number 2, you attract much higher paying customers / clients faster when you speak. You know why? Because I think people connect with you and they feel like they know you and they trust you. Number 3, groups buy your products for their attendees. So let's say you had a workbook and you were contacted by a business that said, hey, you know what, I want you to come in and do a workshop about whatever your product is. And that you say, okay, well, you know what, I don't mind doing that, but I tell you what, I need you to purchase. How many people are going to be at this event? 50? Oh, okay, good. So I need you to purchase 50 copies of my workbook so that when your people come, guess what? You have a nice free gift that you're giving them. The beauty of it is that the people coming to your workshop, they feel blessed by having your product that they got for free, you know what I'm saying, and their employer comes off looking like the hero because they gave them something of value. Plus, he puts a little money in your pocket, okay? And with number 4, you receive a ton of free publicity and promotion. Number 5, create a few basic lists of people who buy your other products and seminars, and you want to make sure you're always marketing to them first. And number 6, I think I said 6 before, that was number 5. Number 6, first class VIP treatment is the new rock star. And we talked about you can have 4 additional income streams: paycheck, speaking and selling, coaching and consulting, and your own seminars and running your own seminars and events. And let me see. We talked about 3 keys for making Big money by speaking is your message, the money, and the bridge. And that's the message to the money. And I think that's pretty much it that I really wanted to talk about. So, all I'm saying is, if you weren't there, you really missed out. Now, I will say this. This event is going to be coming back, I want to say, in November again. Of course, as we get closer, I'll let you know about that because I can't remember right off the top of my head. So, but I think it is going to be coming. I know it's going to be coming back in the fall. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to share with you guys, because all of it was good stuff. Oh, this is what I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to let you be. So James Malinchak, he talked about why most live events fail. Number one, he said wrong positioning. Your event is not unique enough. So you want to make sure whatever event that you're doing, it's a unique event. Number two, he said wrong content. The more you tell, the more you sell. So if you try to hold stuff in, that's not going to cut it. The more you tell, the more you sell. Number three, wrong city. Sometimes where you choose to have your events makes a huge difference. If you decide to have your event in some coal mining town in the backwoods of West Virginia, you may or may not get the caliber of people that you're looking for to come to that event. So you want to take that event someplace that's going to draw a crowd. And off the top of my head, I'm thinking Miami. I'm thinking Florida, most parts of Florida. I'm thinking Atlanta. I'm just thinking of just those off the top of my head. So the city makes a difference. And then number four was the wrong hotel. A lot of your customers will come if you stay at a hotel that offers reward points. So we know Marriott offers them, Choice Hotels, quite a few hotels. Actually, I think pretty much most of the bigger name hotels offer points. So if you select those hotels, guess what? You're in there. Because folks are going to say, well, wait a minute. I'm going to go because I'm staying at this hotel. And guess what? I can earn points while I come to learn. Number five, the wrong date. Make sure you avoid a big holiday weekend when you're trying to schedule your event. So any major holiday, that's Mother's Day, that's Father's Day, that's Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, that's New Year's, that's all I can think of at the moment. But you get where I'm going with this. Big time holidays, 4th of July, that's what I was trying to think of. You want to stay away from those because those are going to be hard sells because most people already have stuff planned with their family and or friends. So you want to be careful to stay away from that. Number 6, ineffective web/direct mail marketing focus. Number 7, an effectively planned program schedule. Number 8, no promotional partnerships. Number 9, ineffective event structure. Incorrect program flow, what you teach and who you're teaching it to. When guest speakers speak and don't speak. And then etc. He had people want to see the something about the event. Yeah, I told you my handwriting is awful, but you get where I'm going with this. So all in all, this was just really a great workshop. And all I can say again is you want to make sure when this workshop is offered again that you bring your butt out because you don't want to miss this. Next up on my list is my quick trip to Lansing, Michigan. So you guys, last week I had the pleasure of traveling to Lansing, Michigan with my dad and my sister. We went out to spend time with my grandmother who celebrated her 97th birthday on last Tuesday. You know, God is just so good. God, I'm trying to tell you, I almost want to break out and shout. God is just so good. He's allowed my grandmother to see 97, and I'm praying that she sees many more birthdays. She's in her right mind, you guys. She still lives in her own home. And I have, family come in and out and check on her and stuff, but she still lives in her own home. She's had a few setbacks because she's had some knee issues. So I don't know if the cortisone is just not working. And so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that her doctor will say that she can go ahead and get the gel shots because my grandmother's always been one to be active and moving around. And so I like to see her up and moving about. Love my granny dearly. And I think I was talking on my vlog and she's my paternal grandmother. And it just kind of made me really miss my maternal Nana so much, because Nana was just good people. But you know what? I know she's up there looking down, smiling down on her family from heaven. So that just, you know, that with all the good memories and what have you, just keeps me in a happy mood. But I did have a good time on my trip to Lansing, and my sister and I actually used a lot of that time traveling up and back to talk about the reunion for this year in August, which I'm looking forward to, you guys, because I will be doing more vlogging. Also, I did a little bit of vlogging on the way back, so if you haven't checked that out, I'm going to link that video somewhere around here, because I want you to check it out. I did do a little vlogging, so I'm kind of getting out of my shell. Like, I don't mind vlogging in my car. Y'all be talking up a storm, and sometimes people look at me like, who is she talking to? Because I don't see a soul in that car, and I'm just running off at the mouth. So I'm trying to come out of my shell to do more vlogging in public. So you will see that I did do a little bit of that, and I'm going to get better and do more. And then last on my list, last but certainly not least, I should say, I have two new things that I want. One is not new, but the other one is. So first of all, you guys, I was going through one of my Ipsy bags, and I'm pretty sure I showed this to you guys, but I remember showing this to you, and this is called Lip Oil by Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics. And I remember when I looked at this, I'm almost certain I said, you know, I might have to give this to my daughter, because this really is not my color. So if you look at it, it's like a bright red, orangish red color, and I thought, oh, that is not my color. But you guys, this scent is, this is watermelon. I think it comes in two other fragrances. But I am wearing it now, and it's actually, it has a little red tint to it, but it's really glossy. You know, let me just touch it up there. But I love this stuff. Can I just tell you guys? And I went to the website. Let me say this. I went to the website to look to see how much it was. Now, I'm hoping this bottle's only small because it came in my Ipsy bag. Because when I go to the website, this lip oil is $21. Is it worth buying? Of course it is. Will I order some? Yes, I will. Plus, I got a coupon. Oops, I had a coupon in the mail for signing up for, not in the mail, in my email, for signing up for their, getting on their email list. So, like I said, it tastes just like watermelon. So, I'm excited, and I want you, I'm going to link this in the description box where you can check it out for yourself. But I'm telling you guys, this stuff is awesome. And like I said, it makes my lips look so shiny. I can't even talk. So shiny. And I love it because it's not overly shiny. It's not overly greasy. You know, some lip glosses can be very slippery on your mouth. I'm loving this. And my last purchase, I got this before I went out of town last week. You guys know that I'm always getting the Adana Natural Bath products and the whipped Shea Butter. And this is what the label looks like. I want to hope you guys can see that. I don't know. There it is. So that's what it looks like. And let me just show you what it looks like on the inside. And it's whipped Shea Butter. And you guys, when I tell you I am loving this fragrance, I'll tell you how I decided I loved it. So, you know, I always buy my other 2 scents, which are across the room. And I get samples. And so my mom did too, from an event that we had. And so my mom said, here, you can have these samples. One of them was one of the ones I always get, but the other one was this fragrance right here. I'm going to tell you what it is in a minute. And I said, you know what, let me put this on as I was getting dressed. And I thought, oh my God, this smells so good. I need this. And so this fragrance is called Flowers. And this is what the label on the bottom looks like too, you guys. It's called Flowers. And when I tell you, I love it. It's not overpowering. It's just right. And this stuff, I can still smell it on my skin. And you guys, I put this on this morning at about 8:30 this morning, but I can still smell it in my arm, on my arms and stuff. So I'm trying to tell you, I love it. So I'm going to link the description. I'm going to put the link for you can get this in the description box. The young lady that sells this stuff, she's an awesome person. She actually is a member of my church, and she's as sweet as she can be. But like I told her, honey, she has a customer for life, because I will make sure. And actually, I bought 2 of these. I only showed you one, but I bought 2 of these. So now I have 4 jars of whipped butter, 2 of this one, and 2 of my regular scents. So I told her, honey, you have a customer for life, because I love this stuff. Can I just tell you? So So that's all I have, you guys. I want to say thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back, and there's nothing you can do about it. So don't even try it, because I'm going to love you anyhow. Until next time, I want you to take care of yourself. Continue to dream big, because remember, we're still doing that. We're dreaming big, we're thinking big, and we're doing big things in 2019 and beyond. Until next time, take care.